Okay, so ever find yourself stuck on a plane, delayed or canceled, and you're watching the flight attendants, right? They always seem to handle the chaos with a smile. Well, today, we're taking a deep dive into their world,
Yeah.
specifically the intense challenges that flight attendants face, especially when, flights just don't go as planned. We're talking about more than just like serving drinks and snacks here.
Right.
It's about navigating like a whirlwind of logistics, passenger emotions, all under pressure.
Absolutely. It's really a fascinating blend of problem-solving skills and just like a high level of emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
They got to stay calm in the middle of, what can be a really stressful experience for everyone, and help guide passengers through it.
I mean, I've always wondered, what actually happens behind the scenes, like when a flight gets canceled, right?
Yeah.
Is it really as chaotic as it seems from like the passenger seat? What systems, what tools do they use to rebook everyone?
Oh, it's definitely a whirlwind back there. I mean,
Yeah.
first and foremost, they have to like deliver that bad news
Right.
to sometimes, hundreds of passengers. And doing that clearly, calmly, and with empathy, that's key. Especially when you've got, a lot of frustrated travelers who are anxious to get where they're going.
Oh, yeah.
On top of all that, they're constantly having to update themselves on the latest information from the airline.
Right.
Like, what are the gate changes? Are there any new departure times? Any, just any other little developments that are happening?
Oh, wow.
Just imagine trying to keep all of that straight, all that information in your head, while at the same time, you're managing an entire plane full of people who are all eager, to get to their destinations.
So it's way more than just reading an announcement, right?
Oh, absolutely.
They're the ones who have to field like all the questions, the concerns, I don't know, the complaints that inevitably follow a delay or cancellation.
Yeah,
It's like you're the bearer of bad news.
you are.
But you're also the point person for finding any sort of solution.
Yeah, you've got it. It's that, and then you've got the whole rebooking process. It's way more than just, typing some stuff into a computer.
Right.
They have to understand all these airline systems,
Oh, yeah.
the different fare classes, availability, and they're trying to find, the best alternative flight for each individual passenger. And now multiply that by like an entire plane. It's like solving this massive logistical puzzle, and you're under all this pressure.
Wow. That I can see how that would take some serious multitasking skills.
Yeah.
But I mean, beyond just the logistics of it all, right?
Yeah.
There's the human element, and we've all seen it. We've all seen those like viral videos of passengers, getting upset and even like unruly on flights.
Yeah.
So how do flight attendants actually like handle those really emotionally charged situations?
You got to remember that you're dealing with people who might have just missed like a super important connection, or they lost vacation days because of this delay, or they're just like completely exhausted from traveling.
Yeah.
And their anger a lot of the time it isn't like truly directed at you personally,
Right.
but you just happen to be the face that they see. So de-escalating the situation,
Yeah.
calming things down, that becomes absolutely crucial. It's all about active listening, acknowledging that, yeah, they have every right to be frustrated,
Right.
and just showing them that you are there to help, even if, there are limitations to what you can do.
I can imagine that takes a lot of patience,
Yeah.
and
Right.
emotional intelligence to like navigate those situations.
Tons. I was reading about this one flight attendant who was dealing with this passenger who was like terrified of flying. I mean, this passenger was on the verge of a full-blown panic attack. The flight attendant, instead of just like doing the standard procedure, they sat down with this passenger, started explaining the sounds of the flight, the sensations they might be feeling, even shared some like personal stories to try and calm this person down.
Wow.
Like, it wasn't in any manual, it wasn't, standard procedure,
Yeah.
but it made a huge difference for that passenger.
That's incredible. So I guess the takeaway here is like the next time any of us experience a flight delay or cancellation, we got to remember, like the flight attendants are dealing with way more than we might even realize. They are juggling like these complex logistics, calming down passengers and just doing their absolute best to like make a difficult situation a little bit better.
Definitely shifts your perspective. All those, seemingly small acts of kindness and problem solving that you see during a travel disruption,
Right.
those require a really unique blend of skills and resilience from these flight attendants. It's a reminder that there's often so much more happening behind the scenes than we as passengers even see.
It makes you think, like, about how you might react in those situations, too. Like, a little understanding can go a long way.
Absolutely.
Maybe we could all learn a thing or two from how they handle these tough situations.
I think so.